Welcome to Amateur Decorating Like a Pro. I am Catherine. Now, I am very excited about Christmas, but I have heard that there may not be enough supplies to go around for people to decorate for the holidays. And I'm talking about the retail industry. Come on, we all know what has happened with supply and demand. But I'm just going to start with an open mind. So why not start shopping my home and seeing what DIYs from the past that I can revive. So I'm going to encourage you guys to do the same thing. Let's get creative with some of the existing items. And if there's something you want to buy, then okay, you can go ahead and do it. But let's start with some things at home. So I'm kicking off with the compilation of things that I have done in the past for the holidays. Let's go ahead and go to work. I am so excited about the holiday season this year. I am not even worried about what I don't have. I'm starting with what I do have, and I'm going to celebrate from that point. And I am thinking about the things that I use to create beautiful tablescapes for the holiday season over the years. I saw something in a magazine. I followed up online. I saw these beautiful Flatware Rest. That's what I'm talking about. And I thought, oh my God, that table is so pretty. How do I get those? Looked up online and they were $100 something for just 4. I said, oh no, honey, next thing you know, I had towel trims from Lowe's, took them over, had them to cut them because I didn't have a towel cutter at that time. Got my spray paint out and topped it with some acrylic clear paint and not paint, but acrylic spray. And next thing you know, boom, I had these guys on my own table and I made them in multiple colors. And if you're having people over, this is a great way to keep things separated around the table. I absolutely love this idea. And by the way, throughout this video, you're going to see some blast from the past tablescapes, whether it's Christmas, fall, or Thanksgiving. I'm just excited together. I'm not sure if my sons will be here, but somebody will be across from me, my sweetheart, I pray, and we'll be able to just enjoy that time together. A beautiful place setting just makes the ladies feel girly girl. Now, let's talk about this place setting. We've got a placemat, typical. We've got the charger. We've got the plate, the dinner plate on top of the charger, and a second charger using those Dollar Tree silver platters that I painted copper. You have a salad plate and a soup bowl. I like having a soup because when you have leftovers, they can be a little heavy. So having a soup, that will be good for you the next day. Trust me. This is how a 3-tier becomes a 2-tier. Like I told you guys in the last video, I always have to come at the tablescape in the family room with a little bit more casualness, because this one's for my husband and sons. They like to just kind of relax. I'm the girly girl one in the house, and these guys are truly guys. But that little sparkle has to be somewhere to represent that there's a lady in the house. This flatware is from Walmart, guys, and it's a reasonable price. It's $27.99. It may be $29.99 for a set of 20. As an empty nester right now, this is making me a little emotional because this is our healing, praying, talking, resolving, planning table. And it's just where we've always just connected. I tell you, I don't know, guys, I might need a moment. Now, these white dishes, which are my absolute favorite, they were on our wedding registry. I don't remember the brand, but they were a gift. I was able to get additional place settings from Home Goods about 4 years later. Okay, I switched out the glasses and added the tumblers. I know I purchased this beaded runner from TJ Maxx, I believe, years ago. And then I found the beaded coasters years later. So just pulling it all together, and I just opened up my tote and pulled out a bunch of pumpkins. And I painted a couple of them to tone it down and warm up the space. And this is what I got. Now, it's funny, I am always painting or making something a little extra for the centerpiece. And I just love that. I think that's how we put our personal touches on the dining room table instead of just putting down candles and that's it. Yes, just candles. It makes a beautiful centerpiece. But somehow making something a little bit extra makes the table twice as pretty to me. I wanted something in this corner, these golden branches from the yard attached to this wood board from my garage, spray painted it gold, and then I took some begonias, faux begonias, and just stuck them on the branches. That is so pretty. And yes, they are selling this look in your high-end floral stores for hundreds of dollars. And one thing I have learned to do to make a room more cohesive is to carry the theme from the table to the serving buffet area to the walls if possible. These leaves are paper mache and they are actually Christmas tree ornaments, and I place them on the wall. I am always putting stuff on this wall. I have even used the Dollar Tree Christmas ornaments in the past on this wall. Let me just insert that video clip right here. Nature will always inspire a beautiful tablescape. Flowers, branches, leaves, all of those things can make a table absolutely stunning. I personally prefer to build my centerpiece first because it seems like everything comes together around that. I might add a pop of color, I might add a different texture, and then when I look at it, it seems like the Tablescape place settings start to just make themselves. So even though it looks like I work in reverse, I really like starting with the centerpiece first. And this will forever be one of my favorite tablescapes in our dining room. I mean, my husband and I, we were like, listen, let's put some church clothes on and sit down for dinner. It was so pretty to just, you feel good when you look good. And this was around us, and I just thought, oh my goodness, you know what? This food is going to be twice as good on these plates. And the way that the table looked, we felt so good, guys, and ate good too. So you work at it from that angle of decorating your tablescape this year as well, because there's nothing like a pretty table. And by the way, these items are from Posh Party Supply. They are their Diamond Collection plates, and these are their faux crystal glasses. And I absolutely loved how this table came out. This was the first time I ever did that whole pink thing going down the table. I love this table, really love this table for Christmas. And as you can see, there are acorns there, but those were taken away for Christmas. I love this table. I don't just decorate the table, I'd like to decorate the entire space. So you see those topiaries back there with the poinsettias on them. I like to include whatever's in the room in the tablescape. I absolutely love to hide paper napkins underneath real napkins. Sometimes it's underneath the salad bowl or underneath the plate on top of the charger. But you will find that that's an extra security for your guests. And that way, if they drop something, then they have that little napkin right there to take care of it. This is also Posh Party Supply, guys, and as you can see, the pumpkins, acorns are there. Remove those and just keep the Christmas decor. That's all I had to do, and this table was ready for Christmas. I am not going to get caught up in the battle of which direction should the knife face on a tablescape, because every time I have shopped for flatware in the past 5 years, there's a logo, there's a brand on it. And listen, I don't want to see the brand. So I basically turn that brand face down, and that decides it for me. Okay? That decides it. Pick a theme and run with it, guys, and have all the fun you want. I love to celebrate the whimsy of the holidays. And when I did the Peacock theme in our dining room, I used things from around the house, these floating candle holders. I turned them into a terrarium and just really exaggerated the Peacock theme. And the colors were so beautiful. This video is about tablescapes, and I just threw this in because I wanted you to see how the colors can complement and flow into another room, although I do not have an open floor plan. And as you're shopping for Christmas decor, think of multiple usages that you can get out of it. These leaves, as you know, they were wall decor. Now onto another tablescape. I wish I had started using the glass candle wax catcher years ago. The Babesh is what it's called. I find that to be a game changer. You could take the Dollar Tree glass candlestick holders and put one there, place your candlestick in, and it will just elevate it. It really will. It makes the simplest candlestick holder look high-end and classy. And I think there are about 8 or 10 in this box, but they are in my Amazon store, and I'll try and put a link in the description box of this video. This riser was converted from one of the leaves in my table that I never ever use. I have 2, and I thought, you know what? Why don't I just use this on the buffet and use it to serve, desserts and things like that. But in the interim, it is decorated for Christmas to complement the tablescape. I love, love, love using trays on the dining table. They are perfect to have that focus on the centerpiece. Love it. Some of the most beautiful tablescapes that I've seen from my YouTube sisters, I love because they are heavily layered and they're mixing textures all throughout, whether it's the centerpiece or the place setting itself. So go all out with the mixing of the textures, but there should be some uniformity so it doesn't become so confused. I love the placemat being different and the charger having a little something extra, and then just topping off a really strong centerpiece. I had to practice this, so over time you get better and better and better at this. And I'm here to say that once you start this, you'll see that there are some things that you will always want to use. Like, I love the beaded charger now, and I only want to use the beaded charger. And I have several chargers, but I keep coming back to the beaded charger. This is such an humbling experience to find this old hard drive. I'm telling you, it's so thick. Anyway, it has footage on it back as far as 2014 hits and misses. But anyway, guys, when you first start out, you don't know what you're doing, how you're filming it, and you're doing the best you could do with what you had available. And you really learned your taste over the years. And I am truly thankful for that beginning and my growth. And that's why I just don't have anything to say about anybody else's channel. If I can't say anything good about you on your channel when I visit you and make a comment, then I'm not going to say anything at all, because your start is your start and my start was my start. And I'm just thankful to be able to try and get things right along the way, or at least to an acceptable standard where I can say, okay, I got a little bit better at it today. I love the fact that you can take something for $1 and make it look like it was $1,000,000. Those silver platters from Dollar Tree, some paint from Hobby Lobby, or now Dollar Tree because they have the paint as well, and spray paint. You can spray paint those little silver platters and mix it up with the little white plates, and I'm telling you guys, no one is the wiser. And I was so thankful for Dollar Tree coming through, making, an extended place setting for 2 or 3 more, because you don't have enough in the regular place setting. They help you stretch the table, and nobody is the wiser. So dream big, dream Dollar Tree, dream high end. It all looks like China when you put it on the place setting. So the essentials are plates, flatware, napkins, and stemware. You got those 4 things, you are good to go. I love purchasing everyday flatware from Kroger. They have beautiful pieces, and I love the fact that they have clean lines. I also purchase placemats from Kroger. Now, I can find some pretty nice napkins at Walmart sometimes, but Kroger also has a beautiful napkin collection. Decorating a room comes with inspiration for me. I'll hit up Pinterest or some of my favorite magazines or websites, and I will limit myself to just two, because I'll like everything about both of those rooms. And what I will end up doing is choosing the chair from this room, the rug from this room. Other than that, I become overwhelmed. Well, you may not be like me, but it's a safe space to start. The same thing for a tablescape. You look at a picture and you decide what you like about that table or those 2 pictures on Pinterest. And then you go from there. Everything else will be overstimulation, and then you end up with a Mod Podge. And that's how you can just create the style and basically duplicate those 2 spaces and make them unique in one space for you. What can I say, guys? It's not what you got, it's how you use it. And I am so grateful for opportunities to get sponsored on merchandise, as well as having to be humble and buy merchandise on a budget, that it excites me to create. And I am telling you, I can't wait to do the Tablescape this year. I have no idea what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to do topiary balls like this from Dollar Tree all over again, or if I'm just going to do a beautiful centerpiece layered with greenery. I have no idea, but I know I have a place to start, and I start with the basics of where I came from, respecting the process of growth, and I am just so grateful to be here and do this. So I hope you have some inspiration here and find yourself being creative in every aspect of your life this holiday season. Okay, so whether you're using my DIY Flatware Rest, a nice napkin, a beautiful tablecloth, or not, here is something you want to keep in mind. To the left, always place the fork on the left. To the right, that is for the spoon and knife. Although my regular schedule is now on Sunday, keep in mind there will be additional pop-up videos before Sunday. Well, that's it for me, guys. I want to thank you so much for stopping by. I wanted to present something in this video that could appeal to absolutely everyone, whether they had little coins or mini coins. I wanted you to be able to take something away from this video. And I love what I have been able to accomplish over the years with just $1. My regular scheduled videos will post on Sunday, and I hope that you have your notification bell turned on so you don't miss them. And if you're not a subscriber, consider doing so today. And as always, stay in prayer and stay creative.